Hey guys, I want to address in this moment today something in me that's been really a struggle lately, and it began as really dealing with living in a place, living in a community with four other women, and doing this research project that I'm currently doing. There seemed to be a lot of both um, mental, intellectual output and input with not a lot of physicality, and by living in the community, not a large amount of space for me to address within myself the the masculine part of who I am. And that's no one's fault. That just sort of has hit me lately. But as I began to really delve into this and see what the issue was, it's not just the stereotypically masculine versus feminine thing that I'm wrestling with, and my desires in terms of a masculine sense is um, doing this project that's very intellectual and all about input and all about the mind and taking information in. There wasn't a lot of space for me to uh, engage in a physical way with life and to meet those needs and fill that void in myself. Um, and the way that first manifested itself really was with it being March Madness, and we don't have cable, and the basketball tournament is largely on cable, and for me, watching sports is a very spiritual experience because I can't play sports. So it's another expression of the physical energy and that part of myself. But I began to really delve into what am I dealing with here, and the question I want to ask as sort of a larger blog based question is, for me, I think it came down to needing an opportunity to help uh, garden and help plant something and make something and give something in a tangible way to the community and to the Cochrane House where I live. And that the sports question was just the first kind of pangs of missing this sort of physical need or tangibility, if that's a word, that my soul hasn't been able to really express lately. So my question to us and to the larger sort of blogosphere is, how well do we do as a church in articulating what the soul is and what the soul's desires are? Because we have this image of the soul as this sort of vaguely emotional heart, warm and fuzzy part of yourself that goes somewhere when you die. Because we tend to live in a body soul dualism. It's a very Greek way of thinking of things. Whereas the Hebrews, the ancient Jewish societies, largely viewed the soul as the mind, the heart, the body, uh, everything. It was all one. That was all the soul. The soul was really every tangible part of somebody. And I, as a person who has struggled with parts of my identity that I can't readily express over the last few days, I really question what we're doing to feed the parts of people's souls, and what we do to meet the needs of our people who are lacking in maybe ways that they can't express. And it goes beyond sort of the promise keepers, hyper masculine stereotype, or Wild at Heart, or the Beth Moore or Joyce Myers women's conferences. Those are too simple. That breaks it down into two opposites that I really don't think exist. What I am talking about is, how well are we as Christians helping humans tap into what is innately them? And how do we do that? And how can we look towards Scripture and towards all of our experience to help us better speak to what is innate within all people, regardless of gender, sexuality, and whatever. And I think that's largely what community is teaching me, even though I sometimes struggle with it like I have over the last couple days, is how to be a well-rounded and very interconnected human person. So I leave that with you. I hope that blog made a little bit more sense than it sounded like to me. You can find this blog probably on missionalwisdomfoundation.com, or I'm not sure if I'm going to give it to UMC Lead, another site I blog for, but you can definitely find it on Missional Wisdom, as I said, and my own YouTube channel, Justin Hancock. Thanks, guys. Bye.